we have been doing analytic methods for over 30 years. I joined Rutgers in '89, came from Bell Labs, and since '89, some of us, Michael joined us a little bit later, Alex joined us in the beginning. We have been doing this work in analytic methods. And many of the things that we show in that books that I showed you are basic neural networks, etc., clustering, etc., techniques that come from decades ago. But now with computer capabilities and big data capabilities, we pull them together in some kind of machine learning way, which I think is going to be dominating what we do for a while. The other area that I think it's going to be probably even before, much before implemented in public accounting is RPA, or what Abby calls intelligent process automation, or aided automation, or etc. And that's kind of AI-ish, but it's not really AI the way we think about AI. But I think as an area of audit research or an area of audit practice, RPA is going to be very, very important. The thing that has emerged as an alternate form of database, blockchain, is now kind of considered a panacea. You're going to hear June talk a little bit more about it. But we have been looking at it with a project in Santa Catarina and with a couple of other projects. And associated with that is something that we're still doing also in Santa Catarina with the idea of smart contracts. And I think smart contracts are going to be probably the biggest changer together with RPA of audit profession, because we'll formalize what we do. Now, Kevin teaches our introductory PhD text analytic class, and all the students take it. And what happens is that all our projects finish up having, or most of our projects finish up having a little piece of text analytics. And Kevin started looking at what kind of text analytics things are being done by Google, by Alexa, etc., etc. And we are going to try to incorporate that into our work. And one big obstacle that exists today for academic research in AI type of things is the fact that the real promising or the active AI type of thing like voice recognition, image recognition require incredible amount of computing and storage, and that costs money, and we don't have it. And most academic institutions don't have it, even Stanford, MIT, and Harvard. And so the large labs like Google have an advantage on that. And the government really have to come in and provide this for free for our science to advance. We have started doing this thing on using the logs on process mining, and we think that will change auditing probably just as much as RPA. And then one thing we taught a course last semester using external variables for audit purposes and for accounting purposes, for measured purposes. And interestingly enough, many of these ideas, many of these areas, we have been doing some of it and we didn't classify it as that, meaning Yoon's dissertation used weather data to predict sales of retail organization. Andrea's dissertation used social media utterances. And then we kind of realized this is a generic field of exogenous variables. And I usually say, which shocks a lot of people, that the audit of the future will be mainly external variable based. But we're still doing conservative things. We are running with Kelly a survey of the future of audit, talking with experts, because we would like to know a little bit more about the future of audit to direct our research in that direction. And in that, we also in process mining have kind of mixed process mining with machine learning hopefully eventually put IPA in the thing. I call it the fruit salad approach, where we pick up different things and mix them together. We also doing cybersecurity, a lot of stuff in crypto, because the crypto area is so large. And then I kind of figured it out today that actually what we talk about, continuous auditing, continuous monitoring, et cetera, is basically a fruit salad of all these applications. And I always get bewildered and surprised when my students come up with applying process mining as a continuous monitoring process. And so I guess what we have is a group of applications and methods of doing things, and we are evolving it to create a continuous measurement and continuous verification of business. So this is our kind of agenda. I got 20 minutes, so I better move fast. I asked Abby to talk a little bit about our VICE approach. So let me just go on and pass my slides. Abby.